Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna share about Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is a personal finance book written by Robert Kiyosaki. The majority of people, I believe, read this book many years ago. However, I recently reread this and came away with a different perspective. The book advocates for financial literacy and the importance of financial education. It suggests that traditional ways of thinking about money and financial success, such as getting a good education and working hard, may not always be the most effective strategies for building wealth. The book is based on Robert's own experiences growing up with two fathers, his biological father, whom he refers to as Poor Dad, and his friend's father, whom he calls Rich Dad. Through anecdotes and lessons learned from both men, Robert outlines the differences in their approaches to money and financial success. Robert's biological father, or Poor Dad, was a highly educated man with a good job and a comfortable income. Despite his educational achievement, Robert's Poor Dad struggled to manage his money and was constantly in debt. In contrast, Robert's Rich Dad was a self-made millionaire who had built his wealth through investing and entrepreneurship. Despite having less formal education, Robert's Rich Dad was financially savvy and taught him valuable lessons about money and financial independence. The main reason for the disparity between the two dads is that they have different perspectives on money and investing. Robert's biological father, the Poor Dad, placed a high value on education and believed that it was the key to success. He encouraged Roberts to get good grades and go to college, which Roberts did. Robert's friend's father, the Rich Dad, did not have a formal education and did not place as much value on traditional schooling. Instead, he believed that practical experience and knowledge of how to build and grow businesses was more important for success. Here come an important financial concept which everyone should know: assets and liabilities. What come to your mind if I ask you what is your asset? Most of the people will think of property. But is it really an asset of yours? Robert believes that an asset is anything that can put money in your pocket while you're sleeping. On the other hand, liabilities will take the money out of your pockets. The Poor Dad focused on consuming and spending money, rather than building assets. He had a large income but was not able to build wealth because he spent all of his money on consumer goods and expenses. The Rich Dad focused on building assets, such as businesses and real estate, that could generate passive income and increase in value over time. Most of our financial concepts originated from our parents because teachers did not teach financial information in school. Instead of learning how to succeed as an entrepreneur or investor, schools might teach you how to become a good employee. This results in an excellent student with a good career and a decent income but a financially unsuccessful individual. As a result, we must learn to think like wealthy people in order to create assets that will bring money into our pockets. Besides, Robert constantly mentioned the word rat race in the book. The rat race is described as a cycle that many people get trapped in as they try to achieve financial success. Many people rely on their jobs as the primary source of their income and security, but this can be a trap because it means that their financial well-being is dependent on their employer and the stability of their job. In the rat race, people often feel that they need to work long hours and put in extra time in order to earn more money. This can be a trap because it means that they are trading their time and energy for money rather than building wealth through assets that generate income. The rat race often leads people to focus on increasing their income rather than building wealth through assets. This is a trap because it means that they are relying on their income to pay for their expenses rather than building a foundation of wealth that can support them. Furthermore, Robert have suggested few ways to build up the assets. Robert advises investing in rental properties or other real estate investments that can generate passive income. However, if the amount required to invest in real estate is too large, you can begin investing in stocks. Robert advises investing in stocks or other securities as a way to build wealth, although he cautions that this can be more risky than other asset classes. Moreover, Robert also suggests starting or investing in businesses as a way to build wealth, either through ownership or by becoming a silent partner.
If you have other opinions, let's comment below. Please help to like and subscribe.